Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 62 of Put Out the Trash. So yeah, today is probably going to be a pretty normal episode, probably, maybe. It's been raining a lot where we are. That's interesting. So, I have a question. So, like, a lot of you people who watch these videos are adults. I've noticed that. A lot of people who watch these videos are adults. So, my question to you guys, or really to anybody watching this, when you were a kid, how much did you used to argue to your parents? And how did those arguments look, really? Like, how did they look? Okay? So yeah, that's my question. I just got in an argument with my parents, and I hate it. Because there are two of them and there's one of me, so yeah, it kinda feels unfair, doesn't it? Yeah. I can't tell you exactly how the argument happened. I can give you a rough outline though. It's hard to explain how arguments happen, right? It's kind of like how lightning happened, you know? It happened, right? You have all the ingredients to make lightning, and lightning just happens, you know? You see all the environmental possibilities, and then suddenly, boom, it happens. Like lightning. Kinda, yeah. Oh god, puppies out there. They get bark all the time. You know, puppies. You can't see them, but they're in that gate over there. Really wish they would just keep their puppies inside. Hey, why would you keep your puppy outside? Like, what? Right? I mean, I guess they're okay back there, but like, I don't know. As a person who has a dog that lives indoors, like, I don't know. It's weird. But okay, so anyway, the argument started when we were talking about original Coke. We were talking about original flavor Diet Coke. And, Daddy said, oh, the original flavor. And then I said, well, it probably isn't the original flavor. You know, because sometimes recipes change, you know. Very little places have been able to not change their recipe in years. And I even heard that, like, I think Tote had a bit of cocaine in it earlier. Yeah, I doubt it was a massive amount, but yeah, I think they had cocaine in it, right? Anybody want to verify that? You can look it up. Check. Oh, did Tote original flavor have cocaine at some point? I don't know the answer to that. You guys can let me know below. But yeah. Okay, so anyway. I said, oh, well, it probably had changed a bit. And then Mom said, well, I think it was Mom, maybe it was Dad. But anyway, she said, well, no, if it was changed, they would have said new and improved. And then, well, I said, well, they wouldn't say new and improved forever, you know. After 10 years of saying it's new and improved, it's not really new, is it? Anyway, that became an argument. And yeah, I think it ended quickly, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure nothing really happened with that one. And yeah, I tried to tell them, oh yeah, sometimes they change the sugar, the place where you get something isn't gonna be the same forever. Especially if your company has existed for a long time. Sometimes you have to switch out the person. And then Dad just shrugged his shoulders and, that was kind of the end of it. Where else could you go with that? I mean, I wasn't gonna admit I was wrong, and they wouldn't have either. So, yeah. After that, I think they were kind of upset, but not a lot, I don't think. Then, Mom brought up that I have a dental appointment. And, I said, oh, I don't want to go, I hate it. Because dental appointments suck, and nobody likes to do them. So, yeah, I said, oh, I don't want to go. And, yeah. And then, Mom said, oh, don't worry, Matthew, you still have, a whole other week of vacation, which, I'm happy about it. I'm glad I got more vacation. Anyway, Dad has this annoying tone of voice he enters sometimes, where he pretends to be, really smart, and he started saying, okay, son, now here's what you should do to maximize the amount of enjoyment you get out of your vacation. Okay, now what you should do is, and then he started telling me about how I should keep a list. And of course, I'm not really the kind of person who would keep a list. And, I don't really do that. I think I did at one point, but, I could just keep it all in my head. And then Mom comes in saying, oh, but Matthew, didn't you say to note it down? And now what she meant by that is earlier this week, she said she was gonna get me Taco Bell later that night, and later never came because she forgot. And the next day after that happened, I told Mom, hey, when you make plans, you just mentally yawned it. So I guess when she heard that, she thought I meant, write it down, literally, write it down. But what I really meant was just, make mental note of it. If you make a plan, if you make a plan with somebody, it not just it will happen. When you make a plan with somebody, you actually mentally note it down in your mind that you should do it. Anyway, so yeah, that's what Mom meant in that argument with me and Dad. And I said that. I said, well, no, Mom, I meant mentally jot it down. And I said, oh, Mom, you're just proving my point. I wasn't saying to write it down. I was saying to mentally, jot it in your head. Because that's what I do. If I make a plan, I don't write it down. I just remember to do it. Of course, I don't have a lot of plan. But I've never really been a plan, pen to paper time to planner. Yeah, I think I get by with just thinking about it. I don't know. Okay, here's just an example. Every week I try to film an Ace Attorney video on a Saturday. And I always do it. Not because I need a schedule telling me to do it, but because I just know to do it. just like how every Sunday I go on a walk and I don't need to like check it off the list. Now granted, those are occurrences that happen every week, so I get why you wouldn't need to do it. But yeah, I don't know. Dad's point was, hey Matthew, to maximize the most out of your remaining vacation, you should keep a list. And of course, I already have a rough list in my mind of what I want to do. I want to film any SML videos that come out. I want to play Ace Attorney on Wednesday too, because I feel like I should like do it more than one day a week, you know? One day a week is just not enough. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do a video on Wednesday. So yeah, that's gonna happen probably. I want to play Minecraft, although that has nothing to do with the channel. I just want to do that. I want to actually film a Lego video again. Yeah, I have all these plans, so I don't really need to write it down. Anyway, I know this argument doesn't really sound like an argument to you, because really, I can't tell you word for word what the argument was like, but just know I'm pretty sure it was way quicker than I'm explaining it to sound, okay? It was a bit louder, a bit more rude on my end than I'm making it sound. Maybe I said I hate you like 2 times, and then I ended the argument with shut up. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh, my shoe came off. But you know, I feel like I get like that when I'm cornered. And to have Dad just point out, oh, you know you're cornered in an argument when you say shut up. I don't know, it rubbed me the wrong way, and obviously you can hear that I know I'm not right about doing that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna apologize about it. I'm not gonna apologize. Like, there's a difference between knowing I'm wrong and emotionally feeling like I'm wrong. Because I definitely don't feel like I owe them any sort of apology. I don't. Yeah, maybe I know I should, but it doesn't mean I feel like I should, you know? So yeah, no apologies are gonna happen. So yeah. And guess what? You know, after an argument, I found that the best thing to do is to just like after I have an argument with my parents, I always feel like the best thing to do is to just shut up. Because like, if you shut up, the argument ends pretty immediately. But then, like, after the argument, after you shut up, they just keep talking. Like, it is annoying because you can never respond to what they're saying if you shut up. So anyway, after that, I just sat in silence. I ate my pizza, which I got. And you know, I just, you know, I didn't even watch YouTube after that. I was too tired to watch YouTube at that moment. So yeah, I just sat there and ate my pizza in utter silence. Sat there, ate my pizza in utter silence. And after I was done, I knew I was gonna do this. I was just gonna get this over with immediately, because I figured I had a lot to say to you guys right now. Probably because I do, because I'm talking to you guys about it right now. And God, they were so annoying. Yeah, okay. After I came back down wearing and pants and, you know what they said after that? Okay, so I walked downstairs to put on the gloves, and I would try it the whole time because I decided I would not say a word to them. And I don't know when I'll start saying words to them. But yeah, I decided I'm just not gonna say a word. They can't get mad at me if I don't say anything. And you know what Dad said? You know what he said that really pissing on me? He said, "Good, hold your tongue." Great, okay, I'm being quiet. Oh my God, you didn't have to say that. Well, why did you have to say that? I was already doing it. And then that's what he said to Mom. Hey, he's holding his tongue. You can tell. Right? What was the necessity to say that? I can't read that as anything else but an insult. God, why did they say that? They didn't have to say that. Unnecessary. Oh, hold your tongue. Yeah, I think I held it. God, I swear, if words could poison somebody, I should have flippin' poisoned them in that moment. And I really hope Mom doesn't remember this video exists. Yeah, I could have poisoned them, right? My words, if words could have venom, it would have been deadly. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. If I knew more about poison, I'd probably, use them. More deadly than the cyanide, I guess. Okay, yeah, I tried to, do wordplay. I don't know. I'm too upset to do good wordplay right now. I got it should not be blocking the path today. I used it traversable though. That's good, right? Okay, gee, that hold your tongue thing. You know how hard it is to hold your tongue sometimes when people do that? Incredibly hard. And all I could do while that was happening is just put on the gloves and walk out as fast as I could. And you know what? As soon as I got into the garage, I said a curse word or two. I think they earned it. I think they deserve it even. I'm not apologizing. I don't need to apologize. That was rude of Dad. Even if everything I did before happened, I still didn't say anything. Yeah, okay. After our argument, I went upstairs, I put on this hoodie, and did all that, and then I came downstairs, and he said that. Yeah, I didn't even look at him. That's what, you know what he did? He pointed out, Matthew, you aren't gonna wear that outfit just to take out the trash. And of course, yeah, I'm just gonna take this off and put it in the dirty clothes afterwards because the dirties are dirty now. Of course, I'm not. Yeah, and of course, my parents don't like it when I wear different clothes to take out the trash. But no, I have to. It's too dirty. I do not like putting out the trash. That is why I wear gloves when I do it. Okay? And of course, they have an issue. They say how unnecessary it is. Maybe if they put out dirty clothes to wear while I put out the trash, it would be better. But we don't have that, do we? So I just wear whatever. The fact that you say they're nice clothes doesn't mean anything to me. So, yeah. And it sucks. This sucks. But, what else is there to say? Anyway, mom and dad say, no, you don't wear that. You don't wear it to the dentist appointment on, like, I don't know what day it was. Wednesday? I don't know. But yeah, okay. Like, what happened with that? And of course, I said in like the most monotone way possible, I said, you want me to put these clothes somewhere for like 2 to 3 days? And they say yes. And then like that is when Daddy made that comment I said earlier. Oh, hold your tongue. That's still rude. I can't get over that. I can't. Oh my god, I'm gonna take a shower after this. Yeah. Wow, you know it's bad when I have to do two things to react. One, I had to make this video and I get it all off my chest. And I had to take a shower to just like wash away the tension. Oh my god. Well, I need to have something to talk about for this video. Even if it was kind of like a hard to explain rambling. So yeah, I'm probably gonna forget about it by in a couple hours or something. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just keep remembering it. Hey, earlier before the argument, my mom showed me a video of a kid. He was 12 years old, and he was like the perfect kid. And he was like, he got home from school. He took off his backpack and put it in his closet, and he did the laundry, and he made food for his family, and pretty much like, oh, the archetypical like golden child or something. And why did mom show me that? Hey, why? She like, and I know why. I know why. It's because by comparison, like, I'm not good. I'm not good at like, I don't know, whatever that kid was doing. Being a model child, I guess. I guess that's what I wasn't good at, I guess. But you know what? I don't care. You know what I said in that moment? I said, Mom, you know what that kid is doing? He's doing work. And I don't like work. That's the difference between me and him. And I was right. That is the difference. That kid, he probably likes doing it. I don't know, he was happy the whole time. And you know what? It's weird. It's weird. Why is there a video of a kid just doing his morning routine? I can tell you why. It was virtue signaling. These parents got, oh, my kid is so perfect. I'm just gonna show the world how perfect my kid is. What? Well, why? Well, what do you think that gets you? What, a couple of likes? A couple messages just saying, oh my god, your kid is so nice. Or something, I don't know. Like, oh, what a perfect kid. God, it's annoying. Oh my god. So yeah. Like, why did mom show that video? Well, you literally just like show me, okay, this is a kid who's 12 years old. He's like, what, 5 years older than you? And see how much better he is at doing this proper stuff? Hey, why? Well, what, do you think that was gonna inspire me to, like, do better at, like, routine or whatever? Well, it didn't. It didn't. Now, all I feel is insulted. I'm sweating. So yeah, I don't know why mom did that. Maybe that's a part of the reason I was upset during the argument. I don't know. Maybe it was just the perfect combination of elements to make the lightning strike. I don't know. But we are nearing the house. And as much as I wish I could just walk around in circles and tell you guys everything I feel in like a 2-hour video, we both know that I don't have the stamina to do that, okay? So yeah, this video is gonna have to end right around this point, and my right hip hurts whenever I move it. My right hip here hurt like that whenever I sit down, cross-legged and sit down. Yeah, I can't tell, but I feel like my voice has gotten much lower than it usually is. Okay, so yeah, please don't be on. Okay, everybody, and that's gonna end this episode of Putting Out the Trash. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!